Let there be light. I'm going to talk about how to light outside lights with LEDs. So I had this Province and Worcester yard house or yard building with these little scratch built styrene lights over the doors. Basically it's styrene and I drilled a hole, painted it silver. So with a small drill I'm just going to drill through that and put a micro LED in there. I'll have one in this door and I'll put one on the other door. One of them I've got done. Pretty simple. Just need a small drill, get the LED positioned in there the right way, glue it down, put it back in, and then get the resistors and hook it up. Here's what I do. I've got the smallest drill bit in my set, and I'm just gotta find the center. That's the hardest part. Close enough. Once you do that, just keep going until it pops through into the light housing there. And then I just thread the fine wires of those LEDs, these micro LEDs. You can get them on Amazon. But you just got to remember to use a resistor or you'll burn it out. So I'll finish this one. Okay, threading the needle. Good thing about these little LEDs is the wires are super thin, so you get it in the opening there on the inside of where the LED is going to be, and then you just pull it through. And there it is. I'm going to use that Tester's clear glue to anchor it. And the next step would be drilling holes in the building where these things are going to attach. Same diameter drill. There's a hole over the door. And I can even do it one-handed right through there. Boom. So there it is in the building. And just pull it through, which I've done on the other side already. I'm not putting any lights on the inside of this building, so it's not painted black or anything. At least not yet. You can see this was scratch built. Had to fill in a space. So yeah, then these will just be glued. I'm going to use just like the liquid cement, styrene cement, to glue it on there. The CA glue doesn't seem to hold these very well, but it's styrene on styrene, so it'll hold. With the cement, get those glued above the doors. It'll give a nice atmosphere, and lighting up both sides of the yard building. Just a little drop of that clear Tester's glue. It's the kind you can make windows out of. Get the LED positioned where you want it. Put a drop in there. It dries clear. I'm going to hold it for a bit just to get it set. And then we'll mount it. Okay, let me show you the finished product. Added the micro LEDs to the scratch built lights here over the doors, and I put a toggle switch in the fascia. So the whole thing is powered off just a DC supply that goes into two banks there where I can hook up positive and negative, and actually half of the positive is set up to be run by the toggle switch and half is just live. So if I have any accessories that need to be live without a switch. And then up through the bottom, I've got the negatives on, I think they're 1,000 ohm resistors, and then the positives tied together. Don't have to be real eloquent with the, I just put a shrink tubing over the positive, but you don't have to be too eloquent with the wiring when it's hidden like this, as long as it's not going to short out. And I'm not going to detail the inside of that building, so the focus is really on the outside. What I will do is I'm gonna build an interior for this building here and light that up. So I'll scratch build some furniture and whatnot. That'll be a separate video. All right, so let's take a look at how. Oh, the other thing I put in are those Dwarvin LED fiber optic street lights. I didn't really know where I wanted street lamps, but I figured it made sense here on this back road, since that goes to the regional office building. They're trying to keep it somewhat nice, somewhat secure, so they put in 3 street lights. So what those are is they're the Dwarvin fiber optics by Trains, and to make them, I got to put some grass down at the bottom. But to make them realistic, they're 3D printed. I've painted them black, flat black, and then I painted the lenses with that acrylic clear, so it give it a bit of a gloss. So I think it enhanced the realism. And just drilled holes back there and sent the fiber optics through, and they just connect into this lighting box here. So it's a little easier. You don't have to have 2 wires per light. You don't need the resistors. Let's take a look at how it all works. It's all hooked to the toggle. So we flip it on. We've got an over door light there. We've got an over door light there. So it adds a little pop, a little life to the yard building. And then the street lamps, which aren't super bright, but I think I like that because it's not overwhelming where it's reflecting too much off the backdrop, and they're off in the distance, so it gives a nice look. So yeah, more wiring to do. Now that once you get the infrastructure underneath there, once you get the DC power bus set up, it's easy from there to start dropping lines. So again, I'll put a lighted interior in that building there. I think that'll be cool because that's kind of at the center of the layout, and it's sort of the showpiece. So I'll bling that interior out and I'll light it. And then I'm probably also going to do a couple of these loading bay or car spot lights on the Bombachi Foods plant. It's such a big plant. I'll do one back where the tanker car is, and I'll do probably that one that's over the pressure aid hopper there, just to have a little life in that corner too. So hope you like it. There it is off. There it is on. Pretty easy to do. And then at the same time, those street lamps go off and on. They're all wired into the same toggle. Let there be light. Enjoy your day.